All right, welcome on back, everyone, to another episode of First CSP, the channel dedicated to bringing you the first council shoulder patch issued from each council in Scouting America, both past and present. Today, we're going to take a look at Las Vegas Area 328 out of Nevada. This council was formed in 2005 as a name change from the Boulder Dam Area 328. We've got the first couple of issues for the council here, so let's head on over to the patch table. And to start off, we've got the SA1 first issue for Las Vegas, defined with its red border, black background, red, white, and blue scout emblem, the dark blue, light blue name there at the center, and 2005. This was made as a donation fundraiser for the council and is a relatively small CSP, measuring 47 millimeters from top to bottom and 108 millimeters from left to right. Just to give you guys some comparison, here's a standard San Gabriel. This is more the size we're used to seeing with CSPs, where it's 133 millimeters from left to right and about 52 millimeters from top to bottom. So this SA1 for Las Vegas is pretty tiny. Taking a look at the back here real quick. Now, they only produced 300 of these, and they can actually be relatively difficult to source. It took us quite a long time to find one available, so they are a little bit harder to find. It is also worth noting that in the collecting guide, there was a prototype produced that was rejected by the council that they now list as an S-A. So that would be a prototype designation. It has the same red border, black background, red, white, and blue scout emblem. Everything there is listed as being the same. However, the dimensions are quite different. That one is 49 millimeters top to bottom, so it's going to be taller, and then 125 millimeters, so quite a bit longer left to right. I have never seen that prototype SA, and like I said, we've only basically encountered the SA1 that we were able to add to our collection. So we haven't seen a lot of either of these, but that is the first issue, and there is a prototype that looks relatively similar that does exist. After that, they added the second issue. This is the S2, defined with its yellow border, red background, yellow fleur-de-lis, blue name, and then the state abbreviations, Arizona, Nevada, and California there at the center bottom. This is the first regular issue, since the first issue was an activity fundraiser issue, is the S2. Taking a look at the back here. Standard plastic back on this. It does have kind of a clear and then white patterning on the back. I have seen some other patches which look similar to this that they have produced. One was the S4, which is an error, and at the bottom it says New York instead of Nevada. It says NY. So the S4 does exist, but would look very similar to this. And then I know that there was a patch that they produced in 2017, which looks very similar to this. However, the dots going around the Las Vegas sign, instead of looking like dots, they look more like dashes. And when you see the back of that one, it's more of kind of a red or orange. So they do have some patches that they have produced that look very similar to these. Some of the Jamboree sets look very similar to these first few. So just always take your time in identifying the patches if you're trying to add them to your collection. But here we have the first two issues for Las Vegas Area 328. Hope you guys have enjoyed that. Again, if you're enjoying the content, feel free to subscribe and like the videos. That does help us continue to grow the channel and share this content with more scouts and scouters, enthusiasts and collectors. We really appreciate it. I want to appreciate you guys for coming in and watching the videos every single day. New episodes back here tomorrow. Until then, thank you all for stopping in, and we'll catch you on the next one.